We all know deep frying food is unhealthy because of all the extra calories involved, but it turns out baking, broiling, and grilling also carry health risks.
Today you're going to be showing us how to cook the ageless way. What does that mean, ageless? That means that we're going to use a lot of moist cooking methods to cook our foods to keep those AGEs lower.
What Megan's talking about are advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. They're chemicals which occur at low levels naturally in our bodies. As our bodies age, they increase, causing inflammation and disease.
Which disease? You name it. Diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, stroke, osteoporosis.
World-renowned physician Helen Vlasara, a fellow at the Friedman Diabetes Institute in New York, has devoted the last 3 decades to researching how AGEs affect our bodies. The breakthrough came relatively recently.
It's only in the last 15 years or so that it occurred to us that these substances that occur normally in the body, at very low concentrations normally, they also exist in nature. They exist in our food.
An ageless diet is not about what you eat, but about how you cook what you eat. One of Vlasara's studies showed that restricting AGEs after a few months improved insulin resistance in type 2 diabetics. The first rule of ageless eating is low heat, and that includes when you're making toast.
There's a healthy way to cook toast. What is the ageless way to cook toast? The ageless way to cook toast is to keep the heat down in your toaster, put it to the lowest setting, a 1 or a 2. Because all you want is a little bit of crunch on top of your toast, not really so much browning.
Okay, so there's 2 pieces. There's the right way and the wrong way here.
Yep. We have over here a very dark toast. And this is not what we want to aim for. We want to aim over here for this very lightly toasted toast. Again, still gives you crunch. You don't have to have plain bread, but it's going to keep those AGEs lower.
The second rule is add water by poaching, boiling, or stewing your food.
First, we need an egg. So we want our water to be hot, but then turn it down to a very, very low simmer.
Okay.
And then we're going to pour our egg in. You want to get it as close to the surface of the water as you possibly can. It'll help to keep the yolk and the white sticking together. 3 to 4 minutes for a fresh egg is all you need to make sure it's perfectly poached.
A fried egg has 16 times the AGEs of a poached egg.
What do you think?
Very good.
Now we're going to talk about how to cook salmon. We want to bring the water to a boil, and then once it starts to boil, we're going to turn it down to a very, very low simmer. And this is the really important thing, is if you have your water too hot and you put your salmon in, it's going to get really tough really fast. Seasoning is really important, especially so that you don't end up with a piece of salmon that doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
So in the water beforehand, what we're going to do is we're going to add some salt and pepper. So we can add some ground pepper.
Okay, I'll add some salt.
And some salt. And now we can add our salmon in.
Okay.
This is very, very quick. About 5 minutes max to cook this fish. If your salmon is a little bit thicker, it might take up to 6.
One of the worst AGE offenders is piping hot pizza.
Pizza, when you think about it, goes into a very, very high heat oven to cook. And the cheese on top starts to get caramelized, right? You see those little bits of brown on the top of the cheese? All of that are signaling AGE production.
But there's no reason to throw out your grill.
Realistically, how often should we be eating this way?
If we aim to eat this way about 3 to 4 times a week, I think that would be a great place to start. You don't have to cut out grilling everything or toasting everything, but if you try to incorporate this little by little, you can see big results.
The message is moderation. With Everyday Health, I'm Stephanie Sy.